Hey, happy Friday. So I am in my car and I'm telling you, like, my voice is trying to go out. My throat is a little sore and I have no idea why. The last couple of days have been very emotional and very triggering for me because of something that occurred in my family or whatever. And so I had to deal with my emotions and know that it was okay. And so I want to get this message out. I want to get this message across because I feel like it's not even going to be just for me. It's going to be for someone else as well. In all things, give thanks. First of all, I want to say it like that. In all things, give thanks. Thankfulness is our sacrifice unto our Creator, unto God. And whether you want to call that gratitude, thankfulness, whatever, however you want to say it. But the gist of it is gratitude. And I know that can be hard when life is doing what it's supposed to do, which is life. And life is going to continuously show up and do what it is supposed to do. So I just kind of feel like I came to a realization yesterday as I was going through what it is that I'm going through. And I'm sitting there and I'm having this conversation with God, this inner dialogue. And I'm just, asking and wondering about a couple of things, and what had came to my spirit was this. We're human. We are spiritual beings first, having a human experience, and so with that also comes human emotions, human pain. So sometimes we can be so operating out of spiritual egotism that we can be so spiritually high that we can think that we know it all and that we are free of having to go through and experience human emotions and human pains. And so I was being so hard on myself for feeling like I know death is an illusion, and why am I feeling some certain type of way? Am I not spiritually mature? Am I not where I need to be spiritually? Because if so, I wouldn't feel like this, because I know that this is an illusion. And so God has a funny way of humbling us. And I'm telling you, like, in the midst of this conversation, my spirit, the Holy Spirit, God, reminded me that even Jesus wept. So we're obtaining this level of Christ consciousness, but Jesus was the individual, the man that God in human form that came to show us the way to the Christ consciousness, but we forget that he was human as well. And so even Jesus wept. Even Jesus felt pain. You get what I'm saying? So no matter how spiritually high that we get, or what we think that we know, leaning to our own understanding, you get what I'm saying? That, listen, at the end of the day, we are not going to be so spiritually high that we are void of human emotions, and we forget and skip the part of being human. And I'm telling you, like, I lied to you not. When God gave me that, it's like this undescribable peace came over me, and my tears dried up, and I still have pain in my heart, but I'm allowing myself to process those emotions and be okay, because I understand that Jesus the Christ also wept and had pain, baby. And we as humans, we're allotted that human experience as well, regardless of what it is that we think or say that we know as spiritual beings. I've died 1 million deaths, a lot of deaths in a spiritual lifetime, and I can remember that. I'm not even going to go there because that's going to the left. But each time that I've came back into this physical form, I was more wiser. I had been reinvented, reborn. There was a rebirthing, and I learned from them lessons. So what is this lesson here to teach me this time? Take nothing for granted. Like, the very breath that you breathe is the first thing that you should always express gratitude for, because guess what? We don't know what can happen in the next 5, 10, 15 minutes. It's somebody that woke up today not even knowing that and an hour from now that they'll be taking their last breath. And even though, because I know I have to say this, even though we sign up to come into this earthly realm and experience certain things, and we do have a death date, a date that we have to exit this realm, I kind of wonder, you know, somebody, even myself, like, damn, in the next hour, is it going to be my time to go? But we take so much for granted. We take every last single thing for granted. We plan for tomorrow. We plan for weeks from now. And who said that that's even going to happen or even occur? How much more in our egos do we have to operate instead of being in the present moment of now? At 7:33 on Friday, it ain't even May, Friday, June the 7th. Listen, all I have is this exact moment that I am talking to you, because in the blink of an eye, it all can change. We don't remember some of the things that we have signed up for, but yet and still, I believe that death and transition is here to teach us, take nothing for granted. Take nothing for granted. Take nothing for granted. Be in the moment. Be in the now. Be in this present moment, because that is all that we have. And man can plan and plot his ways, but baby, God has the ultimate plan. Man can roll the dice, but the Creator knows where they land. And I'm probably not going to post this video because I feel like I'm all over the place, because again, like, my heart is heavy. My heart hurts. I'm not as emotional as I was, because it's only been, 2 days? And I'm still processing. But I've offered myself grace and compassion. And I said it's okay to not be okay. And I don't have to. I'm allowed to feel emotions in this moment. If I did not, and there have been times that I have not, when people have transitioned, because I looked at it differently. But some way, somehow, this one hit close to home. And I haven't pinpointed why or how, or even why this one feel a little different. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, I know that Jesus the Christ, he wept. And tears does not mean having emotions. It does not mean that you are lacking in faith. It does not mean that you are not spiritually where you need to be, because then you would understand that death is just an illusion, and why are you feeling this type of way, and they you know, they're only transitioning to the next level. Yeah, we know all of that. We know all of that, and it still does not take away from the fact that we are human, and it's okay sometimes to operate in our humanness. We just don't want to get stuck there. 000, new beginnings. Let's go. We don't have to get stuck there, but I'm allowing myself to feel this pain. I'm allowing myself to feel exactly where it is that I am. I'm allowing myself to, even in my attainment of the Christ consciousness, going to the next level, to not take anything for granted, and to also just give myself grace and honor my emotions, whatever they may be, knowing that the ultimate Creator himself also felt those emotions in his humanness. And so that makes me more closer. That places me closer to him than ever before. Because once I allow myself to feel that, he gave me peace. And y'all know I don't even subscribe gender to God, but in this the context of these videos, and because listen, he gave me peace. That's it. I don't know when I'll be back with a message. I don't know, but I felt like I needed to get that out, and it is what it is. Have an amazing day on purpose.